Yo, yo, yo! What's good? It's Chairman House of Barb. How's everybody doing? What's popping out here? April 13th. It's approximately 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I just wanted to discuss something that I felt was very important to me. I heard about this story yesterday, day before yesterday. It is a story about this bookstore, this black or African American bookstore in Raleigh, North Carolina, United States of America. I'm noticing that my audience is getting a little bit broader. Shout out to Hong Kong. I saw Hong Kong stop by the house. Feel free to stop by anytime. Anybody. Bulgaria, Finland, Australia, Canada, anyone. Feel free to stop by the house. This is a place you can come and we can just kick it and chill and have a good time. But I just wanted to bring some awareness to this incident where this family, the Miller family, the mom was Victoria and the father was Duane, and it appeared that they had a son named Langston. And they opened their store about a year ago in Raleigh, North Carolina. It was an African American bookstore, and the community, or the people in the community, didn't take too well to this bookstore and started making threats to this family. And about after a year, the family went ahead and decided that they were going to go ahead and close down the bookstore. The name of the bookstore was Liberation Station, and it looked like they catered to black authors and to children in order to give these children just, an outlook on black authors. I don't know everything. Of course, I would say do your research. I don't have an article right in front of me right now, but again, the name of the bookstore is Liberty Station. It was in Raleigh, North Carolina, and supposedly, I believe the final straw was when somebody emailed, I guess the mom or the dad or both, or called them and stated that they knew what their son was wearing at the bookstore that day. And I think that was the last straw where they finally said, we're just going to go ahead and close this down, because I could only imagine, you make some threats towards me. Hey, it's all good. We on. You know what I'm saying? You want to pull up? Pull up. You know what I'm saying? And we're familiar with the mob mentality. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure 90% of decisions are made in a mob, and probably 96% of those decisions are probably bad decisions. But we know mob mentality. People want to pull up in a mob. We know our history. I was just looking at this TikTok about this guy named Ed Jones down there in Chattanooga, Tennessee. I forgot the name of the guy that I was watching, but he was a Caucasian gentleman. And supposedly Ed Jones got mobbed, it's just, we're familiar with the mob mentality, but you're tough, you're strong, you know what I'm saying? We're good, we'll be okay. And I'm pretty sure the Miller family brushed it off for as long as they could. I will say though, is once you start bringing in the children, I mean, if you ain't got children, you mess with somebody's children, I mean, you flip the light switch. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole different animal that you're messing with. And the Miller family, instead of indulging and taking on okay, you want to play like that? All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? They took a different mentality and went ahead and did the right thing and just said, you know what, we're just going to go ahead and shut this down. And Lord willing, another store will be opened by the Miller family. I'm pretty sure, because I think the person I was talking to, I think they were familiar with the Miller family. So they'll have themselves another children's bookstore. But hopefully, I'm going to try to support. I reached out to Victoria already. And just let her know that, I'm sorry to hear about her situation, and that, anything I can do to help, let me know, reach out to me. I didn't let her know that I was an author. I probably should have put that in the email as well, but we'll get to all of that. You know what I'm saying? And not to plug in my business, but this is why Chandler Gregory Hayes, the financial therapy company, Fin Therapy, is here. Because this is what I would consider a business tragedy. You know what I'm saying? This is a traumatic situation that somebody's been in. And could you imagine if you ain't got the for lack of better words, if you ain't got I don't want to sound stupid, but I was going to say the gonads. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at this owl right now. It's 3 p.m. and there's an owl out right now. But now I don't want to say gonads because I don't want to make it sound like that. But if it's a traumatic situation, it's a tragedy. So what I mean is, for lack of better words, like, you know what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying? If some people would just say, you know what, I'm through. I'm done. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to make it seem like if you ain't got the gonads. No, that's not what I'm trying to say. It's a traumatic situation. So for example, if I could compare, I'm recently going through a divorce, and the divorce was nasty. You know, so the question is, do you got the energy to even hop into another relationship? Forget about marriage. You know, it's even hard to trust somebody again. You know, because the way my spouse left wasn't like, you know, hey, this isn't working out. You know, we should just go our separate ways. It may have started off like that, but the way it ended was just nasty. You know what I'm saying? And to the point where now you know what the human mind can do. I've also talked about, I've rolled around with trap stars. You know what I'm saying? When I was younger, you know, high school, whatnot. And you experience things. So you experience the good, the bad, and the ugly. But sometimes the ugly can stick with you sometimes more than the good. You know what I'm saying? Because now you're aware of what people can do. And now you may always have a little bit of what they call post-traumatic. And not everybody has to go to war to be in a post-traumatic situation or experience some wild drama. I mean, for me, what's traumatic for me may not be traumatic for you. I had a homegirl a few years ago get into a car accident. At the time she got in the car accident, she was probably, I don't know, 30, something like that. She was older than me. At the time, I was younger. I was probably like 15 or 16. But she was an older woman. We were just cool, you know, through associates. Nothing like that. 20 years later, I still don't think she's driving. She still is like, you know what, I still take public transportation. That car accident was a bit much for me. I've been in a few car accidents, not my fault. You know, I've been the passengers in cars, and I'm fine. I get behind the wheel, you know, just fine. So, you know, a car accident could be traumatic for someone. So, with experiencing some, you know, rolling around with some of these trap stars, sometimes you experience things and now you're kind of affected, like, hey, y'all should, you know, make sure you're in the house by a certain time. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you're not rolling around with these type of people. You know what I'm saying? Because to an extent, you're not that innocent person who's just living their life floating in the wind. You know what I'm saying? So, for the Miller family, this may be a traumatic situation. This may be nothing to them. But if it is, it could be a business trauma situation. And not saying I'm the expert on it. I'd have to do plenty of research and everything. But how can you get somebody who's experienced a business trauma situation and get them, you know, through the hump to start another business? I've met entrepreneurs who had lost their partner who was their spouse in business. I've met entrepreneurs who's lost their business to a natural disaster, you know, or fire. And it's traumatic, you know, and it's like, you know, got to start all the way from ground zero, got to start all over again. And the worst thing is, again, like, you know, a relationship is starting all over, being vulnerable, because you got to be vulnerable. and then the worry of, I hope I don't have to go through it again. I hope I don't have to build this business up again just to lose another partner, or just to it get burnt down, or anything. So, this is why the financial therapy is very important. And then also there's the consultation aspect of it, where we can discuss, how do we get you back up and going again financially and all that stuff as well. But first, the main thing for me is the behaviors behind the overwhelming or the attitudes or the behaviors. Because think about this as well. What if you start developing a little bit of prejudices or stereotypes now? Because I'm pretty sure the Miller family was experiencing threats from, I'm going to just take a wild guess and say, Caucasians. So what if now you no longer want to, in Raleigh, I'm not sure, I'm not too familiar with the area, but I thought that was like a high affluent, diverse area. I don't think that was like some, some place way out there in the middle of nowhere. Raleigh is like an IT, that's where like professionals go. You know what I'm saying? So it's strange to me that, they experienced that in Raleigh, North Carolina. But now just imagine how you may now no longer want to promote your businesses at places of other nationalities or other groups of people, because the last time you did that, they tried to blow your shit up. You know what I'm saying? And how do you get over those humps? Because I'll tell you, from my experience, I have a different experience. I recently just joined an entrepreneur group. It's called Connected Leaders Academy. I just joined this group. My experience with people from other nationalities has been fantastic. I've been having a great time. So how can you get past that experience that you had? And for a lot of people, in my personal opinion, when we go through experiences like that, even my divorce, and there's a lot more that I'm going through than just that. But going through these, sometimes we can feel as though it's our experience. We're going through this, and we got to get ourselves through this. And from what family and friends tell me all the time is, you're going through this not because of what you're going through, but what somebody else is going through, and what you can help the community and people all over with your help because of your experiences. So everything is wonderful. I am so grateful. It's a wonderful day. It's a beautiful day. Lord, thank you for sunshine. Thank you for rain. So I just want to say thank you so much to anybody and everybody who decides to stop by and kick it with your mans. I definitely do appreciate it. Just know, bring your friends, bring your family, whatever. You're more than welcome to stop by the house anytime. Send me an email if there's something that y'all would like for me to talk about. Send me an email if you feel like I'm not incorporating something enough, like current events or whatever it is, or polls or anything. Yo, Chanman, House of Barf. Barf is spelled B.A.R.F, no period at the end, gmail.com. Chanman, House of Barf Chanman, House of Barf at gmail.com. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Stay healthy. Stay wealthy. Chanman. Blah.